Welcome back to Chelsea News TV, and today we're going to first look at Antonio Rudiger's Chelsea demands may have made up Marina Granovskia's mind on transfer, and then we're going to look at Manchester United or Manchester City signing Erling Haaland could be good news for Chelsea's transfer kitty. So the first transfer headline states that Antonio Rudiger's Chelsea demands may have made up Marina Granovskia's mind on transfer. So the reports are stating that Antonio Rudiger has been at Chelsea since 2017. Chelsea defender Antonio Rudiger will only stay at the club if his £90,000 per week wages are doubled, according to reports. The German looked set for an exit from Stamford Bridge last year after appearing to be surplus to requirements under Frank Lampard. However, since Thomas Tuchel replaced the Englishman as manager, Antonio Rudiger has become a pivotal part of this Chelsea team. He has played in every single minute of the new season's opening fixtures, even scoring in Chelsea's Super Cup final penalty shootout victory against Villarreal in August. But according to German journalist Christian Falk, the Blues will need to double Rudiger's wages if they are to retain his services. However, the defender, who was signed by Antonio Conte from Roma for £32 million in 2017, has entered the final year of his contract. His future has been subject to much speculation, with the likes of Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur and Paris Saint-Germain interested in the no-nonsense defender. The Blues are terrified they could lose him for nothing if he decides to run down his contract upon its expiration on June 30th, 2022. Contract talks between the German and the two-time Champions League winners have lulled as Rudiger wants to weigh up all his options before committing to any decision, according to Sky Sports News. His importance to the Blues was further illuminated in the opening match of their Champions League defence. Thomas Tuchel's side started very strongly with a well-fought victory against a very stubborn and physical St. Petersburg side. His qualities were on display as the German international thwarted the Russian side with countless interceptions, blocks and headed clearances. It is not the first time Antonio Rudiger has shone well operating from the left-hand side of Chelsea's back three. Thomas Tuchel has only lost 5 out of a possible 31 matches when the defender has been on the pitch for Chelsea, further highlighting his vital importance within the side. 23 clean sheets have also kept with Rudiger within the back three, a remarkable record considering his Chelsea career looked like it was ending this time last year. Marina Granovskia is also a huge admirer of the defender's qualities within the team. The Blues director's decision to allegedly overrule Frank Lampard's request to sell the German has proved to be an excellent decision. However, his contract demands will come as a huge surprise to the Blues. While there is no doubting his importance, it will make him Chelsea's 5th highest earner, just behind Ben Chilwell, Timo Werner, N'Golo Kante and Romelu Lukaku. At face value, doubling the wages of a player whose value would likely depreciate over the years due to his age may seem risky, but the Blues were willing to pay £180,000 per week net wages to Sevilla defender Jules Koundé. Chelsea had agreed personal terms with the French defender, but the Spanish side raised the price of the 22-year-old defender at the last minute. Garcia has a very difficult stick-or-twist style decision. While she wants to keep Antonio Rudiger, allowing a player to leave for nothing is never an option for the Chelsea director and the board, hence the reason forgotten man Timo Bakayoko is still on contract with the club. But the situation of Antonio Rudiger is an interesting one, and we will wait and see what the final decision is. So this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Manchester United or Manchester City signing Erling Haaland could be great news for Chelsea's transfer kitty. So the reports are stating that Erling Haaland has been linked with a move away from Borussia Dortmund over the summer months, and it could benefit Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea. Erling Haaland is supposedly nailed on to leave the signalled Iduna Park next summer if reports are to be believed, with Manchester United, Manchester City and Real Madrid just 3 of the clubs in the running for the Norwegian. The prodigy has established himself as a superstar at Borussia Dortmund, signing for the club aged just 19, going on to score 65 goals in 65 games to stake his claim as one of the best talents in world football. Every club in the world would love his signature, although there are only a select few who can realistically afford him. Although no matter where he ends up, Borussia Dortmund would have to fund a replacement for him, and that replacement could come in the form of Timo Werner, which would benefit Chelsea. Werner has enjoyed a rough start to life in West London by scoring just 12 goals in 56 appearances. Having signed for a blockbuster £47.5 million from RB Leipzig last June, the German was tipped to produce big numbers following the expiration of Chelsea's transfer ban. However, with his misfiring form contributing to Frank Lampard's sacking, and with Chelsea only just gaining Champions League football as a result of poor finishing, Thomas Tuchel has opted to sign another striker in Romelu Lukaku. Although he may not have had the prolific year that Erling Haaland has had, he could be a safe bet for Dortmund given how well he played at Leipzig in the years before his moves to England. Indeed, his 28-goal return in the 2019-2020 season is something that caught the eye of Chelsea Chiefs, as only Robert Lewandowski scored more than the Stuttgart-born striker in Germany. And with 78 goals just in 127 games in the Bundesliga for Leipzig, it will be a great deal for both sides, with Dortmund getting a solid striker and Chelsea likely to receive a decent proportion for what they paid for Timo Werner despite his poor form. Sports suggest that Dortmund would want to buy Werner as Haaland's potential replacement, meaning a deal could be well on the cards. With Erling Haaland's release clause coming in at approximately £68 million, Dortmund would have more than enough to replace him. And with Romelu Lukaku replacing Werner on the Chelsea side, he is one of the more realistic links to replace the Norwegian. Lukaku joined Inter Milan in August for a fee of £97.5 million after rejoining Chelsea after a 7-year hiatus. Having been sold to Everton in 2014, he excelled at the Merseyside club before moves to Manchester United, and Inter also proved fruitful. And his superstar status means that now he starts ahead of Timo Werner in the pecking order, potentially forcing his move back to Germany. So it looks like Manchester United or Manchester City signing Erling Haaland could be great news for Chelsea's transfer kitty. But the situation is the fact that Erling Haaland has a £68 million release clause. If Chelsea were to pay that money, I think they do have enough funds to get a player such as Erling Haaland for that sort of money. If they were able to secure his services, they could always sell him on in the future for a whopping fee of maybe 150 to 200 million pounds, because that is what his transfer value is. But also, if they think that other clubs buying Erling Haaland could be a bonus, as this will lead to Dortmund buying Timo Werner, why not do some form of a swap deal where you bring in Timo Werner plus cash, they bring in Erling Haaland, or Chelsea just pay the £68 million release clause and then let Dortmund pay how much ever they want for Timo Werner, and it's pretty much a swap deal, but then both clubs will be easier to negotiate and it will be easily sorted out. So Erling Haaland for me, for a Chelsea player, would be a great addition, but this is what the board has to decide. So we will have to wait and see how Chelsea performs at the end of this season. If you want to see more daily videos from Chelsea News TV, make sure you click the subscribe button, hit the like button so I know you enjoyed the video, and share the video to your Chelsea friends and family. Click one of the videos on the screen and I'll see you there.